This woman developed a flesh-eating infection from her razor after shaving her bikini line. Warning, contains very graphic content. If your stomach is of a sensitive disposition, you might not want to scroll down any further because what happened to one woman's legs after she shaved her bikini line will send you over the edge. Dana Sedgwick from Sheffield bought a new razor ahead of shaving her bikini line, which she says she regularly kept tidy. So I had a quick trim with a new razor, Dana told Hotspot Media. Shortly after tending to her bikini line, Dana recalls feeling unwell and noticing what she thought was a shaving rash starting to appear. I felt unwell and I noticed a little pimple on my groin which kept bleeding. I didn't think anything of it as I often got a rash from shaving, she said. Little did I know that this tiny pimple would almost cost me my life. And Dana's not being dramatic because what ensued back in May 2012 was the development of a deadly, flesh-eating infection which spread across both legs and cost her the ability to walk properly. It got so bad, Dana almost lost her legs. 2 days after she shaved, Dana's dizziness and nausea intensified, so she visited the doctor who took swabs of the area and prescribed antibiotics. But hours later, a nasty, bloody red rash started to appear all across her legs. So when Dana's doctor called with the news that she had a serious bacterial infection, she was terrified. The mum of three was called back in the doctor's surgery for further examination, but when her husband Matt dropped her off, she collapsed and was immediately rushed to the trauma unit at the Northern General Hospital in Sheffield. There, doctors diagnosed her with necrotizing fasciitis, an infection renowned for attacking a person's flesh. My legs were covered in black, rotting flesh. It's often caused by a minor cut or scratch, which leads to bacteria-released toxins that viciously attack the surrounding soft tissue. By the time I got to the hospital, my legs were covered in black, rotting flesh. It was touch and go as to whether I'd make it, Dana said. She was rushed into theater, theater is the operating room, where doctors operated, moving all dead flesh and replacing it with uncontaminated skin from her back, in an attempt to save her legs. The situation only got more concerning, however, as Dana developed sepsis as a result of her operation. Her kidneys failed, her heart stopped, and she was given just a 30% chance of survival. So in order to increase her chances of survival, doctors put Dana into an induced coma, which she stayed for in 9 days. All because of a tiny cut to her bikini line while shaving. When I woke up, my legs were covered in bandages and I had no idea what had happened. I thought I'd been in a car accident, she said. Oh, I forgot to do the British accent. But when the surgeon asked me if I remembered shaving, I suddenly recalled trimming my bikini line. He told me that the spot on my groin had become infected and I'd been very lucky to survive. When she saw her legs for the first time, Dana describes how they looked horrific. All of my muscle had rotted away, and I had a crater of skin near my groin. I felt like I was going to throw up, she recalled. But I knew that it could have been much, much worse. I could easily have lost my legs, or worse, died. Doctors were unsure whether Dana, a former chef, would ever be able to walk again, but miraculously, with the help of physiotherapy, she began to regain her movement using crutches. Since her medical ordeal, Dana has undergone 21 operations in an attempt to repair the damage to her skin, but she's been left with extensive scarring. It didn't feel like my own body anymore, she said. It's incredible to think that a tiny shaving spot could have killed me. I had a very close shave indeed. I actually found that article because I was trying to find a different article and or obituary about this young woman I saw on 1000 Ways to Die when I was a teenager who got a flesh-eating virus from shaving and died. Someone, this Beatrix Kiddo, hi Beatrix Kiddo, commented on I don't remember which video of mine, but she commented on it and she actually needed surgery, I think because of some kind of hair removal problem in her groin area. And the doctor who performed surgery on her said that it's really common now because of waxing and because of rape tapes and how popular that is. And he was totally and completely against body hair removal. And anyone, with a functioning brain who doesn't want to have a flesh-eating virus from shaving should be against body hair removal. Do you see this shit? Do you see that hair? Yeah, that's because I love me. I'm hairy because I love me. Y'all shave yourselves because you hate yourselves.